Right. So, Broken Sword. This came out quite a long time ago, but I do have them all, so we're going to work our way through them as we can. New game, Shadow of the Templars, Director's Cut.
Paris. City of love, romance, and dreams. So they say. I used to say it too. But ever since that day, the day of the murder, I've always associated my beloved Paris with death.
Facial expressions.
I was at home having a bath when my editor called.
Collard, get your ass over to the Palais Royal now. You got an interview. With Pierre Carchon. Yes, the Pierre Carchon. No photos, so leave your gear at home. He asked for you personally.
That's the main courthouse in Paris, this building in the background.
Anyhow, this could be big, so if he makes a pass, don't forget. Just smile, say yes, and keep taking notes.
So charming and so very apt.
We've seen it a lot
Pierre
on the
Carchon
Spiral
was a
that
media king,
we've been
a
watching.
national hero, and one of the most infamous adulterers in Europe. He and his wife Imelda were just one step down from royalty. Whoa, I hate mimes, but unless you humor them, they don't go away. Here I was, the palace of the Media King and the Ice Queen. I pressed the doorbell and set in motion a chain of events which would change my life forever.
Yes? What is it?
Madame, my name is Nico Collard. I'm here to see Monsieur Carchon.
Come up, we're on the first floor.
I don't remember any of this.
Madame Carchon, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I'm sure.
The Ice Queen was certainly living up to her reputation.
I keep hearing Ice Queen instead of Ice Queen.
Will you be staying for the interview?
Mademoiselle, I know little of my husband's business affairs, and I care even less. I certainly have no intention of watching him pore over yet another pretty little journalist.
Pretty? You're too kind, madame.
Ah, the talented and very beautiful Mademoiselle Collard. Such a pleasure to meet you at last.
Monsieur Carchon, I am honored.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Call me Pierre, please. But I do not flatter you idly. I was a friend of your father. He was a great man.
My father, he never mentioned.
He and I were very close. And then his death. So tragic. I must... Imelda, your damned cat's in my study again. Another Ming vase, I suppose. Excuse me for one moment, my dear girl.
That'll be the
You
person
journalists are
climbing up
getting
the ladder and
younger
in the
each
window.
year.
Perhaps it's the rest of the world getting older, madame.
Uh-oh.
That was no cat.
God, what? Monsieur Carchon!
Why would she not wonder why the mime artist was in there?
He's dead. I must call the police. You'd better stay here.
There was a man. It was the mime. Do you think he...
Well, I believe we can rule out suicide, don't you?
No wonder they called her the Ice Queen. She would have been top of my list of suspects if I hadn't seen the attacker myself. And if I hadn't come across a couple of murders just like this already. One of the most important men in Europe murdered. And here was I, Nico Coulard, alone at the scene of the crime. Should I wait for the cops? Or start my own investigation? It was a no-brainer.
Start her own investigation. Right. Move the mouse pointer. No. Hide the screen to discover areas of interest, which will be indicated by an animating blue circle. Press the left mouse button to perform the action. Briefcase to see your items. Diary to access the diary. Puzzle hints. Spanner icon to save. Okay. Ooh, that's little writing, isn't it? Must get to the bottom of the story before the police arrive. Okay. We can look at the statue.
A bust of Pierre Cauchon, humble servant of La France.
Is that blue things flashing all the time?
The bookcase was filled with obscure first editions. Mimes and guns don't usually go together, but I had an idea that this was no ordinary mime. I'd come across this murderer before, and written about him. The costume killer, at least that's what I'd called him.
Strange the way the style of art is changing.
Some people hate searching corpses for clues. Me, I'm okay with it. Reminds me of an old boyfriend. Cauchon had been shot. In his pocket, I found a ticket stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. Taking the ticket meant I tampered with the evidence. There was no going back now.
Oh, that string? Or...
It was one of my hair clips.
Okay.
My favorite, in fact. It must have fallen when I was knocked down. I closed his eyes. It was the least I could do for the poor fellow.
Got everything? Yeah, we've looked at that already.
I opened his eyes. Best to leave the crime scene as I found it.
Okay.
Cauchon had been shot.
So we have to use an invite item on a background object. Click on the item and hold the mouse button. Okay. So we can just can we look at it?
It was a boat ticket stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie when I was
Okay. Right, so we've looked at that. Can we look over here? That's just him again, is it? Yeah.
Pierre Cauchon was stiff for the last time.
Another bust.
Pierre Cauchon again. His eyes seemed to follow me around the room. A small round piece of glass had been cut out of the pane. This was a professional job. I didn't want to cut myself and leave blood on the glass. Call me old-fashioned, but I like to keep my DNA to myself. The killer must have used a ladder to reach the window. He was long gone. Guess he folded that ladder up, popped it in his pocket and took it with him.
I'll try and get Siberia working offline, see what was wrong, so we can still play it at some point. I think that's all the evidence in here.
The police could turn up at any minute. Somewhere there were clues to the murder, and I needed to find them. I reckoned that cloth might just turn out to be useful.
Why? What's this hole?
Even my fingernail wouldn't fit into such a small hole.
Kirby clip.
Aha! Nico, you are just so damn good at this stuff.
What on the earth?
Instead of comforting Imelda, I was ransacking her flat. Why? Because there was something going on here, and I had to get answers before the cops arrived. And hey, she'd been rude to me, so she had it coming.
What on the earth was that?
A key. Maybe a safe key.
Okay. Could I close that again? Yeah. Can I go this way? Oh, I can't.
The door was locked.
I can't. Okay. There's something else over here.
A magnificent antique table. A medieval pageant. Original, no doubt. The tapestry must have cost a fortune. It was a tube of acrylic paint. French ultramarine. Just the colour I was after for my bathroom.
Is it?
I'm sorry, I have to go. Someone is...
Young lady, what are you doing? Oh, this paint. It's my favourite colour.
For God's sake, keep the damn stuff.
Imelda had talent, but I certainly wasn't going to tell her that.
No, she wouldn't appreciate you telling her anyway. Let's talk to her.
Excuse me, madame.
Yes?
Okay, we can talk about people. Who's this one?
I am so sorry for your loss, madame.
No, you're not. You're a journalist. Journalists don't feel sorry.
Not true.
We shall see.
How did your husband know my father?
I have no idea.
You didn't know him? Thierry Collard?
Pierre knew a lot of people I didn't know, most of them women.
Why would a mime want to kill your husband?
Pierre had plenty of enemies. Half the husbands in Paris for a start.
Why did your husband send for me? What did he want to discuss?
I have no idea. His business was his business.
He never told you anything.
No, and frankly I preferred it that way. This is quite a scoop for you. I suppose you're already inventing the headlines.
Just because I am a journalist.
Don't patronise me. You're all cut from the same cloth. Do you have any moral sense at all?
An angel or a devil?
Yes, that's why I do this job.
You do it to see your name in print.
As if. My editor gets the byline, I just do the work.
Well, don't expect my sympathy.
The police will be here soon, madame. Is there anybody you would like me to contact? Family, friends?
No, I have no family. Pierre and I were... He was all I had, really. Not much, was it? The dutiful wife. That was my role. He never talked, never let me in.
I know one thing, madame.
What?
If you want to find out who killed your husband, then you let me do the job, not the police.
Why? How do I know I can trust you?
Your husband invited me here today because he needed me. I think he knew somebody wanted to kill him, and he knew I could help.
I doubt it was your database he was after.
You're wrong. I was onto his killers already, I am sure of it. Please, you owe it to him.
I don't know.
All I need is a few more minutes to look around before the police come.
You really do have a moral sense, don't you? I trust so few people. And perhaps Pierre really did think that you could help. Of course it wouldn't have stopped him seducing you too. Here, take this. It's the key to the drawing room next to the library at the end of the hall. It was Pierre's room. I rarely went in there. I couldn't. I was too scared of what I might find.
What were you scared of finding?
I promise you won't regret this. There was no one I needed to phone. Not until I had solved this case.
The animation's not bad, is it, for a game this age?
The door was
Yeah, we know
locked.
it's locked. I was just expecting you to use the key anyway. Right.
Now we were getting somewhere.
It's a very grand desk.
The painting showed the Cachons together, in love. As the poet said, the past is a different country. Or did I read that in a fortune cookie? There was the very faintest of clicks.
It's a safe.
Behind the picture was a safe.
So we're
The
going to need...
safe was locked. I needed the key.
Okay, we've got the key. Do we not need to do that as well? No? Okay.
In the safe was some kind of artifact. There were strange symbols on its surface. It looked like the printer's blocks I'd made at art school. If there was one thing I'd learned about symbols, they are always important. But these symbols scratched into stone were impossible to read. I needed to find a way of printing them. At least the stone was round. But what could I use for ink? And what could I print on? Sure, I was stealing, but I knew Imelda didn't know about the artifact, and Cachon was past caring.
What else we got? I've got a settee.
This wasn't the time for me to lie on the sofa doing my Marie Antoinette impression.
Why not?
Though it is very popular at parties, especially with gay guys. Don't ask me why.
Bit of a strange... Okay, this director's cut came out in 2010. When did the original game come out? I was just checking. Maybe it won't tell me. No, probably not. Well, when was the second one? It was in 97, so... couple of years before that then? 95 maybe?
As expected, the desk was yet another priceless antique. Yawn. The blotter and in tray had clearly been placed with mathematical precision.
Somebody had OCD.
I didn't need a sheet of blotting paper. Not while it was blank.
Can I not?
My heart skipped a
I need
beat.
ink.
It was a carved elephant. But not just any carved elephant. It had been made by my father. I knew for certain because in my apartment I had its exact twin, carved into a box he had made. So Cachon had known my father. They really must have been friends. I decided to take the carved elephant. It clearly meant nothing to Imelda. I didn't want to take the tray, but I knew that I could use it. I didn't want to take...
So what are you going to use that for? Oh, hold on, we've got ink. If we put that in there...
I'd spread blue paint over the bottom of the tray. It was ruined. I was a very bad girl.
Bad girl.
But also quite a clever one.
Can
I didn't want to take the tray, but in a way, I was...
I spread? Can I roll that in there? Like it is?
I
Oh, then
rolled the artifact in the paint until it was completely coated.
That looks like the same pattern on the cloth, doesn't it? Well, let's put this on there.
Genius! The roller and the paint worked just as I planned, but what did it say?
Sub Judas, maybe? It's the same as on there.
It was some kind of coded message. It read, subjudice. I may not have learned a lot as a journalist, but that was a term I knew well. It means a legal case that is before the courts. Below it was a sequence of letters that made no sense. I suddenly realized there was a connection between the boat ticket and the coded message.
Is there?
The boat ticket was stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. The conciergerie on the Ile de la Cité, by the river, housed the ancient law courts. So, subjudice could in this case mean literally under the law courts, below the conciergerie. I was pretty sure I'd found all I could here. And besides, all this opulence was making me pine for my regular life of poverty. This was a huge story. It was also one heck of a puzzle with a lot of pieces missing. But I was going to crack it. And if I could just remember the name of that fancy prize you get for being an ace journalist, I was definitely going to win it this time.
So can we not... and that's the same pattern. Well, so it would be the same pattern. I was just saying it's the same pattern as on here.
No.
Yeah.
The cloth was embroidered with an unusual symbol.
It's the same symbol as
Rolling out the painted cylinder had given me a print of a secret message. It read,
that. Okay, we know that. What's it saying? I should follow the clues exactly by going to the quayside. Can't go through there?
locked. Not surprising, really.
Okay, nothing else. How do you save? Is it in here? Save. Right, we'll go talk to the wife again.
Did you find anything useful?
This carving, do you know anything about it?
It was Pierre's. What does the statue have to do with...
Please, I need to know.
He was given it by a friend, something to do with Africa.
He never explained any more.
No, but I think it was important to him, always on display. Why?
It was carved by my father.
Oh, I see. I didn't know.
Imelda, I will do everything I can to find the killer.
Thank you, my dear.
And if the police ask,
Don't worry. You were never here.
subjudice was the key. I was going to have to find a way under the conciergerie. I decided to head straight for the quayside on the Ile de la Cité. If there was a way of getting under the conciergerie, it would have to be from there.
An hour later.
Canchon wasn't the type for messing about on the river. He was up to something down here. Something that got him killed.
We've got a boat.
An old boyfriend of mine owned a barge once. Dampest relationship I ever had. In every way. The fence wouldn't move.
There's that symbol again, look.
This fence wouldn't move either. The cross looked familiar. I'd seen it before. It was embroidered on the lace cloth I'd picked up at Carchon's apartment. I knew I was on the right track.
I just want to see if this pond over further. It's the only reason I was walking to the edge.
I tried pushing the fence, but it wouldn't move. A strange pair of locks stopped the latches from releasing the gate.
Are we going to have to solve these? I'm just wondering if I have actually ever played this one. I don't remember it at all. Right, we've got a little puzzle. Move a block, click on drag horizontally, vertically. Yep. So we need that over into there, presumably, to pull the bolt out. So I'm going to need that down, aren't I? Or maybe move. Can't move that up though. No. Move that down though, and that could go out the way. Doesn't really help any. Right, that could go there, that could go there, that could go over there. I can't go up. That doesn't go far enough. Can that go all the way up there? I really need that one out of there, don't I? Let's just park where I was. Try again. See if it resets. Did it reset? Yep. Right, this is the stumbler. I need that out of the way. That should be easy. Because I just need that down there and that over there, don't I? No. That has to come all the way down. I was doing quite well with that one being away over there, wasn't I? But they're not going to move from there. How do I get that out of there? Up there, up there. They go up. That goes over there and that comes down there. There we go.
Yes. One down, one to go.
Well, that should just... Can I not just pull it straight? No. Has to come all the way over. If I put that there, I can take them down. No, that has to go in there. That doesn't work, does it? Gonna reset it. That one has to go that way. Excuse me. So that has to come down there, really. I just want it there. How do I get that one down? I need that up. This is the stumbler, isn't it? I need that out of there. I'll move that there. How did I get that one out of there? I Right, that has to come down here. But I need this one out of there somehow. They can't move sideways, so... That's never going to get past there. Hmm. No, how do I get this one over there? And I just moved that one straight over there just now. See if I could get that one over there, but I need that up, don't I? I need that up to there. That's to come down. I can't go anywhere else after that though. I do that. This is the stumbler, this block at the bottom. I need that block over here, at least. I keep coming too far out. Right. I need them up. But that can only go one that way. I'll go over to there. With difficulty. Block. I'm gonna put that there. Doesn't help any. I can get that back so it can go up. So that's stuck again. I can't get that far enough over to get that lifted up. What's that jammed again? I'll put that one up out the way. Get that out completely out of the way. See if I put that there. No, I need that free. Yeah, I can do that. I need this one down. There.
Perfect. Nothing like a good convent education for honing your lockpicking skills. For a room full of junk, that was one very sophisticated lock system. This place was definitely fishy, in more ways than one. Oops.
What's that?
An old shell case. I wondered what that was doing there.
Oh, a shell case. I thought she meant a seashell, but it's a gun shell, a bullet shell.
The brass case was smooth and perfectly round. Moving the skiff would only damage it more. I really didn't want to pull the fence back up and risk trapping myself in this place. The words sinister and Dexter were carved on either side. Now any good convent girl like me knows the old Roman for left, right, left, right. But what did it mean here?
What is the Roman for left,
No
right?
handle, nothing obvious. But there had to be a way to open it. The hole was too small even for my little hand.
We don't have anything we could put in. We could put the gun shell in.
I couldn't get my...
Key was for...
It was a boat ticket stamped Bateau de la...
No.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Put that in. Aha.
Mystery solved. Carchon's stone cylinder slotted into the hole with a satisfying click.
Oh, hold on.
A satisfying click told me I turned it to the right position. It felt like tumblers in a safe.
Yeah, S and D. Look. Where's that note? That's it there.
Rolling out the painted cylinder had given me a print of a secret message. It read, Sub Judice. Below it was a sequence of letters, S, D, S, S, D, S, S.
Okay, so we've done the first S. Now we need to do the D.
Another click. Another step closer.
S. S. D. S. S.
I love the sound of locks clicking open.
Where are we?
Oh my god! The slab came down with a hell of a force. With nothing to hold it up, the cross dropped back down again.
Okay. We need something to hold that up. Is that all there is in here? There was something here.
The panel wouldn't move.
Why not? What can we use? Can we use the elephant on there? No. What's that on there? I've already used the key. Kirby clip's not going to work, is it? Can I do that first and then do something? Ah,
Lifting the cross closed the entrance door and also opened some kind of stone panel. Ingenious.
now I need to hold that in place. There.
The stone cross was propped up. Now I was getting somewhere. I touched the slot. Nothing bad happened, which was good. I've always been attached to my fingers. This slot was designed for something specific. But what?
Well, we've got the modern key. And we've got the old key. There wasn't anything else. That's for taking that back out.
I touched the slot. Nothing bad happened, which was good. I've always been attached to my fingers. This slot was designed for something specific. But what?
We don't have anything. We've tried everything, haven't we?
No way would I be able to force the door open.